Hey guys, sorry for that. Sorry about that. Looks like I only got a 5-minute limit on the free version of my website that I'm using to record this. So, as I was saying, we multiply across, we add our exponents because that's what the rules are, right? So then we have this times this, which is -6, 7 times 14, which is 98, and then we have our added exponents, which make up 11. That's all under a square root, right? Because these two square roots over here transfer over into that one. What you would do from here is you factor 98 to be able to see if you can make it smaller. You can simplify, get a nicer number under that square root, and it just so happens that you can. You multiply 7 by 14, and then you get 7 times 2. According to our factor rules, we have 2 here, so then that would come out. And then we have our 2 left over here that stays under the rad. And then in order to work with that odd exponent that's under the radical, we can split it up into 2. So you have z10 and z. The square root of z10 is z to the 5th, so that gets moved outside of the rad as well. After you multiply this, you get -42 z to the 5th. And then under the rad, you will only have a 2z left. So that would be how you multiply a radical expression. Example number 3 is very similar to example number 2 in how they look and how there's two binomials being multiplied. But with this, you kind of have to start by foiling. So you can see I have it over here. I started by foiling, which is first, outer, inner, and then last. And you go and multiply in that order. So when I multiply the first two terms, I have a 9. Well, actually, you can already see my pencil marks there. I don't really need to use the stylus. I have a 9 times 6, which is 54. And then I have, I'll do a professor over here. I have a 9 times 4 square root of 2, which gives us 36 root 2. So that's my first and my outers. My inners, I have -3 square root 2 times 6. There's a plus sign here, so that 4 isn't there. So square root 2 moves over, or stays, and then you just multiply the 6 and the 3. Gives you -18 square root 2. And then our last would be this, -3 square root 2, and then 4 square root 2, right? So we foil that out, right? 54 plus 36 root 2 minus 18 root 2 plus 12 root 4. What we learned from our very first example is that these are like terms because of our root 2 over here, right? So that means that we can combine these. However, there's nothing else in this actual equation that we can combine. This doesn't have a root 4. This has a root 4, so it cannot be combined with the 54. So we're only left to combine the middle ones, which gives us 54 plus 18 root 2 minus 24. Because over here, what you might not have seen, but all of you are smart, so I'm pretty sure you saw it, is that the square root of 4 is 2. So 12 times 2 is 24, and that is positive. That is positive. So sorry, because there is no negative over there. So you would get